Hello, today is going to be my first day hiking in Patagonia. Going to get the bus from Bariloche to Cerro Campanario, the bus 51, which is on a little side street off the main road, as at the main road there are about 4 times as many people. So hopefully I've cheated the system a little bit, but we'll see if I can still get on. It's still quite busy at the bus stop behind me. Okay, so it's about half an hour later and I don't think my tactic worked because number 51 bus hasn't turned up at all. So I'm going to walk back to the other bus stop and hopefully get number 20. So guess what happened is, as soon as I left the bus stop and I was walking to the other bus stop, I saw the bus number 51 turn up, so I had to take a shortcut on this road, almost like I was going back to school and I was late for the bus, so I quickly ran back and got the bus number 51. It cost me 2,500 pesos, that's just around £2, $3. Gracias. Disembarked the number 51 bus. It actually took quite a long time, maybe 40-45 minutes from the centre of Bariloche to this bus stop here behind me at the start of the trail to Cerro Campanario. They say it takes 40 minutes to walk up. Tourist information actually said it takes 45 from the start of the trail, which is just at the end of this parking area behind me. So I'm going to time it from when I start the trail and see how accurate their timings were. That bus was like a hot box. It's much colder outside, but the sun was shining in, beaming in, and all the windows were closed. So I'm glad I'm out of there. As you can see there's some cute little chairlifts going up and down this mountain. But I'm going this way on the walking route. So that board behind me indicates the start of the trail, and it actually said ida y vuelta 2 horas, which means there and back in 2 hours. So they're giving an hour each way, unless they're taking into account the time spent at the top. Right at the start of this route, there's loads of dust coming, especially from the people walking in front of you. It's very hard to sort of stop it going in your eyes. Some nice sort of old tree trunks. I know this one's fallen over, almost starting to turn into petrified wood. I'm around 15 minutes into the walk at the moment, roughly, maybe 10. I've been asked by 2 groups of Spanish people how long the walk is, whilst I've been overtaking them. So I said, no sé, es mi primera vez aquí, which means I don't know, it's my first time here. But it is very hot. I'm sweating quite a bit, not as much as in the Brazilian forests. However, it is quite a steep incline, and it is still dusty along quite a lot of the route. There's a sign here behind me that says Cumbre, and another sign that says No Avantar. I just quickly looked up on my translator app to check what Cumbre meant. I would have gone this way anyway if it didn't work, because it looked like the more official sign. But Cumbre means summit. So, presume I'm nearly there. I've reached the summit now. There's this building at the top with some nice, fresh, nature-filled masts. So I'm going to quickly go and look at the viewpoint underneath these masts. If my brain survives the frizz, I'll show you what it looks like. These stairs. Oh wow, it's quite a nice view. It starts on this side. You've got about a 270-degree view here. This is the first angle. It's quite busy at the top. There's another angle. And I'm just leaving the mast building because I can see on the other side, about 30 meters away, there is a sort of rocky viewpoint, and here is the functioning chairlift, which is quite nice to see. Here is the other viewpoint behind me, again quite crowded up here. That's the city of Bariloche over there, and I think this peak here is the Cerro Otto, which I'm going to be hiking up from the city of Bariloche in another day, which is a 6-hour round-trip hike. Keep an eye on my YouTube for that one. And down here is Lago Gutierrez, a beautiful blue lake. This view on the left-hand side, you can see the beautiful colours of the lake down there, and the Patagonian trees as well. Day 44, travelling to every country in South and Central America. I've just come off track a little bit to this nice spot here. This actually doubles up as a bench, so I'm going to have something to eat here with this view before I head back down the mountain. Half of a cucumber, so about a quarter or a third, plus this sandwich I made this morning, which is just flour, water, olive oil and salt, with some por salute cheese, not port salute, por salute, and I've got a bit of butter in a pack with me here, which I'm just going to eat as I go with the bread. There's my cucumber section. Lunch with a view. How about this? Now, I may even get lucky if you've seen the whole video. Because of the dust on the way, I might get some free seasoning on my sandwich of dust particles. Maybe he wants this. This is the view from the other side of the Campanario mountain. I was actually going to leave and head back down the mountain. I'm actually just going to sit here for 5 or 10 minutes and take in the wind and the views. So I'm going to leave now. After enjoying a sit down here, it's quite rocky to walk here. It's the same route down, it should take again around 25 minutes, although I'm not looking forward to it. Again, because of how steep it was coming up. And I've found that when walking downhill, it's easier to just brake your fall. Bumping into a tree. This tree almost looks like it's been braided. Oh my goodness, that was not fun to come down. I'm nearly at the exit now, but just before I exit I saw this massive tree here. It's 4-pronged, but you can see it comes from one big trunk here. I thought it was quite nice to get a picture of, or a video. Oh. So I've now made it to the base, and creo es más difícil regreso. I think it's more difficult coming down. It was definitely quicker on the one hand, but that's just mainly because I was sort of tumbling down the hill into trees. And now, because it's around 2 o'clock and I spoke to the tourist information today, they said it would be, well, they didn't actually tell me, I just worked it out in my own head, but basically, if I go from here to Parque Llao Llao, I'm already sort of 3/4 of the way there, and therefore the cost of the bus will only cost me something like 1,000. Whereas if I was to go to the park on a day by itself, I would be paying around 3,000 or 4,000 from the centre of Bariloche to go back in there again. And it stays light here till 9 o'clock in the evening anyway, so I've got more than enough time. The total saving should be in the region of, I've paid around 2,500 to come, let's say 3,000 to come here, 1,000 to go there, and 4,000 to go back. That's 8,000. And if I was to go back now, it would say it cost me another 3,000, so that's 6,000. And then it would cost me another, say for example, 3,500 both ways. So that would be 7,000, which would be 13,000. So I'm saving around 5 or 4,000, which is around £3. That was quite long-winded, but you just have to take my word for it. The only thing is, I don't know if the park is open. And I went to the tourist information, they didn't know either. Apparently they open and close depending on the speed of the wind. So hopefully no one's got a birthday there, especially a big birthday like 90 or 100, because they'll be blowing out lots of candles, making it more windy. But we'll see what happens when I arrive. I'm off the bus now. I think I missed a stop, so I'm actually at Llao Llao Hotel rather than getting off in the village of Llao Llao. I think this adds on about 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes to my walk, because I've got to walk down from the hotel to the town. And once I'm in the town, it should take 25 minutes to walk to the start of the trail into Llao Llao Park. Again, if it's open. Some of the rooms at this hotel will have a very nice view of, this is the hotel behind me by the way, and this will be their view. Not sure how much a room costs, but I can see they're actually doing some works up there, so lucky I'm not staying there with that noise. There's a golf course over there as well. Oh, there's a nice big mountain behind me, I didn't even really see that. Wow, look at that. When I paid for the ticket on the bus, well I didn't get a physical ticket, when I paid for the bus, it cost 1,600 pesos, which is around £1, £1.20, £1.40, something like that, $1.50. It did work out pretty cheaper than it would have been had I come to this park on another day. Aquí es muy tranquilo, it's very calm here, and as I walk down this path, there's a smell of lavender, which is really nice, with these lavender plants here on the side of the road. I'm going to be walking that way and then that way. So that sign said trails are closed while weather warnings are issued. It does look kind of closed, except they haven't fully closed it off because I can walk past it. I don't think any weather warning, it depends how you read it to be honest, but I read it as if there have been weather warnings issued then the trail is closed, even though it looks closed and they've put that barrier up, but I can walk in, so I'm just going to walk in. Another trail in northern Patagonia, Argentina. I'm now in Parque Llao Llao, a park slightly north of Bariloche, around an hour away on the bus, and it's very hot, and the route to the top of the mountain is apparently 90 minutes, so longer than Campanario mountain. I've started my stopwatch, then to Washington, I'll let you know when I get there. The camera probably can't capture the essence of how tall and bendy these trees are behind me, but in reality they are very big and very bendy. And it's a lot more bushy than the walk up Campanario. I can either go that way, which is the normal route, or this way, which is a shortcut. So I'm going to take my first shortcut of the day. It's slightly peligroso, slightly dangerous, slightly slippy. Ooh. And que bueno, I'm back on the path. I'm near the summit now. The mountains and lake are starting to appear. Wow, so I'm not at the viewpoint yet. I think it's still probably around 5 minutes uphill, but the scene has broken up here. So I think this is actually the top of the mountain, the Llao Llao Cerro, but apparently there's a viewpoint, according to my map, a bit further down that way, or maybe up. But the top, the peak, isn't so spectacular. Just arriving to the viewpoint up here, it looks like there's some... I'm not sure how dangerous it is once you're up there, but it looks like they're right on the edge of the rock. Wow, so this is what the views look like from the top. Stunning the whole way around. And over there are some people on the rocks, and behind me as well. There's some green, hairy trees here, almost like the Grinch got stuck in one of the branches. I think this spot calls for my second lunch of the day. You can see there's quite a steep drop there. I'm actually going to make my way down a bit where it's less busy to have something to eat. See if I can stop in a little crevice somewhere with an outlook. Also, I forgot to mention, it took me 40 minutes to walk from the start of the trail to the top. It said 90 minutes at the start of the trail. Did it mean 2 ways? I think I found a nice secluded spot here. This time I actually have something extra, a banana. So after the banana I actually had to move because there were so many wasps, and the wasps have been an issue here, at the top by the rocks here as well, and on the other mountain as well. There's lots of wasps that come near you. As soon as they smell some kind of food, some kind of sweet food, then yeah, it's game over. Qué hermoso, hermoso aquí. I managed to have a wasp-free second lunch of the day, and I'm now going to walk out to the park, so it's probably going to take around 35 minutes to walk down, back and out, and then another 20-25 to the bus stop. So overall maybe an hour, and hopefully I'll get the bus number 20, I believe, back to Bariloche Centre where I'm staying. So I'm at the end of the park now. I'll try and put a picture of the map in the video, but I may have already put it in there when I edit it. I still don't know what it means. Walking time 1 hour 30, it doesn't say there or back. 2.9 kilometers. Maybe I can work it out if I can be bothered, but I can't be bothered. 1,080 meters tall was the panoramic view that you saw in there, and I think this QR code is to pay to enter, which I didn't do. I think that's what Pague means. I'm at the bus stop now, waiting for bus number 20. Al centro, si in Bariloche now. I actually got off stop too early, so I've got to walk about 4 minutes extra up the main road, but that's fine considering I've walked around 6 hours-ish today, I think. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and keep an eye on my channel for more hiking in Patagonia.